Hey, it's Rock here. I was out this past weekend playing with a guy named Tony for the first time, and I played 18 holes with him. We were kind of working on the swing, and then after the round, I worked with him for another hour. And some of what I told him was new to him, and I just wanted to show him a little bit about what we're talking about, and maybe it'll help some people because it really helped him. So I've talked about the grip before, the counterwound hands, of how I kind of torque the club towards the target or counterclockwise. I wind my hands this way, and I stretch my my pinky down towards the grip end, and I grip pinky, ring, middle, and I have very light pressure on these two fingers, the thumb and the index finger, and have the pressure mainly in the tips of my fingers. And then I do the same thing on both hands. So I grip it 3 fingers this way, light on these other 2, and then I form the grip the same way with the right hand, where I go pinky, ring, middle, and then hardly anything on these, the thumb and the finger and the index finger. So and basically why I do that is I get a torque in my hands, and I basically, the left hand would be, supination pressure, so in this direction, and in the right hand it's, it's pronation in this direction. And so my hands are moving in that direction, but I'm torquing in that direction. So I feel kind of a twisting in my forearm muscles, and I maintain that and actually build on that during the swing. So I was kind of amazed when I worked with him that he had never heard that, and just the impact it had on his ball striking. It went from being kind of a weak shot to the right to really compressing the ball just by a change in the grip. So I just wanted to get that out there and see if it helps anyone. So let's hit a couple balls with that. Okay, so that was with a Varden grip, which is just this pinky finger right on top of the index finger on the left hand. He also asked about the interlocking grip, how I would do that. So how I would do the interlock grip is, again, on the right hand be pinky, ring, middle on the right hand, the left hand's exactly the same. And then the only big difference is this left index finger have almost no pressure, or just have it almost riding up in the air, so that way I could get the same pressures as the Varden grip. Obviously I could use the 10-finger grip, be the same thing, pinky, ring, middle, last 3 fingers of both hands, getting torque in the forearms. So I'm going to supinate this left hand, so I get torque into my left forearm, and I'm torquing with the tips of my fingertips, and then pronation here. So I maintain that and build on that during the swing. And you can hear the sound I make, very, very solid. He was kind of surprised to hear the strike of the ball, and the velocity I get off the club face and how it sounds, and it's because of my grip and how I grip it. And I'm able to really compress the ball. I'm basically able to flatten the ball because I'm in a very powerful position just in my grip. So you can't gain it during the swing. You have to have it right at setup. You got to know what you're doing with your swing the whole way, and build on that. And that's what I do. So I have a couple more. All right. Alright Tony, so this time I'll do the interlock to show you what it looks like. So it's like just this pinky finger here on the right, just getting pressure on it, okay? And then this index finger on the left, just kind of, you can just lay it there, doesn't matter, but no pressure on that tip, okay? So you're still going to feel the torque in your forearm. Okay, Tony, so that was the interlock grip, and now we'll do the 10-finger grip, same thing. Okay, so that was the 10-finger grip, and the only other grip that I play around with is just a punny grip. So it'd be like this, this index finger to the left, just on top of the right. So that works really well too. So I still have the last 3 fingers on the grip completely, just like the 10-finger grip, just instead of having this tip lightly on the shaft, I just place it over top of the ring finger on my right. It kind of feels really good, so you might want to try that too. All right, Tony, so those are the 4 grips. Last 3 fingertips, both hands. Utilize them, play around with it. Try, different grips. Those are 4 grips that I've played around with quite a bit. More so the Varden grip is what I usually use. I spent a lot of years on the 10-finger grip. I spent 7 months on the reverse overlap. The interlock, I play around with it every once in a while. For whatever reason, I don't like the interlock as much as the other 3, but for you, maybe the interlock's the greatest thing ever. Obviously, there's been a lot of greats like Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods that have used the interlock, so I could definitely see how it would work really well. So, all right, thanks guys. Hopefully this helps someone out there. Remember, counterwound hands towards the target. Get pressure in your forearms in the grip, using your fingertips, torquing. You'll feel it in your forearms, and when you hit the ball, you'll feel your forearms just power through that ball, compress that ball, flatten that ball, and hopefully you'll get the same results that Tony got. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one. See ya.